Morning guys, welcome back to our weekly what's happening at Little Patch down here. It was Mother's Day yesterday, so I'm filming this on the Monday. I'm letting you know what I got up to on the Saturday. So, and just giving you a look at how the peas are coming along and what I did up at the top in the top garden today. I'm in Snow Pea Patch here, and as you can see, the peas are coming along really nicely. They're probably a couple of inches tall now, down the rows there. So they're looking fantastic. I'm happy with them. I still haven't put in the other two rows. Other three rows. So those have still got to go in. Still no weeding in melon ball patch here. And up here at climbing bean, I still haven't done any more of the weeding or pulling anything out of here. It is a timely process to get that done, but I'll get there eventually. And over here in Baked Spud garden bed, same thing again. I really haven't done any weeding. The capsicums are coming along quite nicely though. I've got some capsicums coming in here, still getting nice and big. We picked two of them the other day and used them in our dinner. So yeah, so this is still quite woolly in here. Lots and lots of the winter grass coming up in here. So there is a garden bed in here somewhere. I'll get onto that. But what I did get onto and get done was getting my brassicas in. So here I have planted, I'll see if I can get a better shot of them. So you're looking at a broccoli. I've had these guys up in the greenhouse for several weeks now. I think it was about 8 weeks or something like that. I started them quite early. So in here I end up putting 20 broccoli, and on the other side there, just in front of Bear, is the cauliflower. I think there was 15 cauliflower that went in here. So that is what I got up to on Saturday. Bear, no. Really? Don't walk through the middle of the patch. So that's what I got up onto Saturday. I got this weeded out and I got my brassicas in here. So yeah, it is that time of year to start getting all your brassicas in. So your cauliflowers, a lot of people do cabbage. I did my cabbage over the summer months because the garden bed up here, Carrot Top, is a lot more sheltered than the ones down here. Now this is this is Strawberry Hill with the bathtubs. As you can see, my sweet potatoes are starting to come back and grow, so hopefully I'll get more sweet potatoes in here again. I'm just going to let them go and see how they get on. Nothing else has been put in here yet, so I'm not sure what's going in here for the winter. So yeah, so get your cauliflowers, broccolis, cabbages, all the brassica family in. It's still not too late to do it, because they will overwinter quite well here in Western Australia. So up in the greenhouse here, I had pulled all the broccoli and cauliflower out, and as you can see, I've still got some in here. These ones are a little bit littler and they had been eaten a bit by some snails, so I've put them in here just to see if they will get a bit bigger and a bit stronger, and if they do, I'll find somewhere else in the garden for them. Otherwise I'm not too worried, because there's quite a few down in the garden. Now you can see that my leeks are coming along. Now I usually overwinter my leeks, so these guys will still be in here for quite a bit longer, and till they get that bit bigger and that bit stronger, and then they will go into the garden beds. So, and over the back here you can see I've got my onions. These guys, This is the red onions. These guys are really close to being ready to go in the garden because they're getting quite big. Like I've said before, there is not enough in here for me, so I will be doing some more, and they will grow over winter as well. The same with the brown onion that's here. I will be doing some more of them as well. Now, some of you may have seen at some stage there was tomato plants sitting in with the brassicas. I have actually taken them out and I've put them in to a big pot, and when I grabbed a big pot to put the tomato plant into, I found another one had actually started growing in that big pot, one of the big pots as well. So I do have two. So these are the two here. I'm not 100% sure what variety these are. I won't know until they start getting a bit bigger. Yeah, they're either a Roman tomato or they're either a grossless tomato. They both look very similar. So I'm almost assuming that they're a Roma tomato, because then the Roma tomatoes I grow are indeterminate, and these are looking like an indeterminate tomato, and not the grosslessy, which usually break off into several different vines and grow quite tall. So these guys will stay in here over winter. These were only transplanted on Saturday, so 2 days ago, and I'll just leave them in here. I'm going to see how they go. I might try doing some sweet cherry tomatoes as well. So they're just, yeah, I'm just going to have them in here and just see how they go over the winter. Maybe I might have fresh tomatoes all winter as well. And if I can get tomatoes growing in my greenhouse over the winter, that'll be an absolute bonus to have fresh tomatoes to have in salads and sandwiches and stuff as well. So I did do a little bit of cleaning up in this greenhouse. You may have noticed that weed that was quite happily growing at the back there, I've pulled most of him out, and I did a little bit of tidying up and stocked up some of my pots and stuff in here. So I still need to pack away what I was using. I'm not very good at packing up when I finished, usually because I'm rushing off to do something else when I've run out of time to do so. Right, so up here in carrot top garden bed here, same thing again. I still haven't taken in the cabbages, though I'm not too worried about them not being in yet, because they are still just getting bigger up here. Although I do think this one is probably well and truly definitely ready to come out. He's got lots of snails in him, and you can see I'm getting a lot of snails and slugs eating into my plants here. But yes, I've still got some there. This one and another one is being attacked by birds, but you can also see the silver beet. So a lot of them are really starting to take off. This one's got a lot of new leaves on it, so I could come through soon and take all these older ones out, and they will come up quite nicely. So if you've got silver beet that is older and looking a bit crappy, give it a go like I did. You know, they're going to probably take a little bit longer to jump back up and grow than what they would straight how they were. But these guys are doing really well. So I should still have some more silver beet over the next month or so and be able to still eat off them. These are the ones that I didn't transplant. So these guys will come up really nicely. You can still see those slugs and things, snails eating them, but that's all good. So yeah, so transplanting them out as an adult, it's not an issue. So I'm just going to quickly so in here, I haven't put potatoes in here for probably 3 or more years, but as you can see, there are tomato plants growing. So that's an indication that I could, if I wanted to, put in another crop of potatoes this time of year. But I'm not putting in potatoes again this time of year. These garden beds I discovered were just that bit too shallow, too small to put in potatoes to get decent sized potatoes. So basically I don't grow them up here. I grow them down in the big garden. And the problem with it doing this time of year is my soil gets really quite wet and moist, and the chances of them just going and rotting in the ground are a lot higher than they are if I have them in the garden beds. But I'm not going to put them in. So I don't put them in this time of year. I do them over the summer in a more of a shady, sheltered area. So the other things that you can be putting in this time of year besides your brassicas and that sort of thing is carrots. I'll be putting more carrots in soon. Beetroot. Would you stop strolling through the veg garden? He doesn't care. Doesn't care. I don't need any more beetroot. I have heaps of tin beetroot. My family don't like beetroot as a roasted or anything like that. So I may put in a few that I can grate up and put into salads. But if I do put beetroot in, it won't be very many. So yeah, you can do carrots and beetroots, your brassicas, peas, snow peas, any of those kind of vegetables this time of the year, right here, right now, get them in the ground. Peas, you can do them as starts up in your, or seedlings up in your greenhouse. You should have already have gotten those started a few weeks ago, but I'm finding that they are a lot more work to do it that way, and they don't like to be transplanted very well. So this year I did them as direct seeds, and as you can see, they are growing really, really well down here in the garden. So I'm going to continue doing it that way from now on. So yeah, so I'm going to continue doing the peas and the snow peas as direct sown. It is so much easier. You just put the seeds in the ground and off you go. Make sure they're watered, and yeah, so they're definitely moving. So guys, get your autumn winter crops in now. Perfect time to do it. The days are a little bit cooler. I'm still wearing a beanie. I'm actually starting to get warm from walking around, so it might come off in a minute. So get those brassicas and the carrots and the beetroots and all the rest of those ones in. Your salads, your salad greens, they're good to go in as well this time of year. I forgot to mention them ones. So yeah, so get them in, get them happening. If you don't get to grow them as seedlings, just throw the seeds in the ground. I usually use a hessian bag and put that over top of the garden beds until the seedlings start to sprout, just to stop the rains and stuff moving the soil. I might actually do a video on that when I do the carrots for you, so I can show you what I mean. And just get them in the ground. They will grow one way or another this year or next year, whenever the seeds decide they want to grow. So with that, guys, thanks for joining me down here. Sorry this is late, but like I said, yesterday was Mother's Day. Took the day off, spent it with my family, and get those winter veggies in, and we'll have some more beautiful food to come in over the next few months of winter. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you soon.